So, of course, I usually disagree. And forgive or fester. Of course, I have a different opinion on that. Forgiveness is deliberately forgetting for yourself. So, you have an abuser, you never ever forgive that abuser, you just deliberately forget them. They are 1,000% wrong. They are completely wrong, trying to destroy your life, ruining every opportunity that you could possibly get. That's what the abuser does. That's what happened to me my whole life. Oh, well, you can make it. No, you can't. Not under the worst circumstances. You cannot make it. So, I'm just going to read the little number 2. It says, find compassion. I'm skipping over that. Decide you'd rather be happy than right. Okay. I'd rather be right and happy, period. So, when I argued with my main abuser of all time, pretend a lot narcissist, I am right. And I'm happy trying to get my point across, but it's pointless because he will always be in denial. He is completely mentally sick and in total denial of anything that we ever did. I can honestly say he has no idea who I am. And I already told him that several times. You don't know who I am. Yeah. He thinks I never was harmed, and that triggers me. Of course I'm going to get mad. I was majorly harmed, or, I wouldn't have been hurt so bad. So that's a brainwashing tool to really mess up my thinking. You're not allowed to do that. Abusers are not allowed to totally mind fuck their poor victims. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to make you want to die and make you think that you're crazy when they're the crazy ones. So all abusers need to target a victim so they can feed off their energy and put them down to hell and say that they're crazy when the abuser is way much more obvious that the abuser is the crazy one and not the poor victim who's crying, who doesn't do anything. They look crazy because the abuser made them crazy. They would be fine on their own, but the abuser makes them crazy. And it's wrong that nothing's ever done about the bully. Oh, okay. My husband beat me up to hell in the Four Seasons. Nobody ever came to my rescue. They should have. My mom beat me up to hell in 2006. Nobody ever came to my rescue. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a fuck. It's awful. It's totally awful to be victim all your life. With me, unfortunately, it's all my life. I'm not exaggerating. All the stupid videos that I shouldn't have done on Pretend a Lot Narcissist. I mean, really, I could have just done like a few and just quit it. But he remains in my life, so I get mad and I just, that's why Earth is hell. Because abusers make it that way. It's all the abuser's fault. It's 1,000% Pretend a Lot Narcissist. None of my fault. What resources did I ever have? I had with child molesters. I mean, that's the truth. And I can't believe, I found out my husband was a child molester then when he was in jail. I found out that the father of my 2 children was a child molester when I went out to Colorado in Dean's Motel. What was the first clue? I want Alex inside the bedroom and with the door closed. You have to do this. What the fuck? I got the hell out of there. David fell down the fire escape stairs. What else am I supposed to do? I carry my 6-month-old and 2.5-year-old back to Pennsylvania. What else was I supposed to do? I don't have any choices, do I? I just went with what I thought was the lesser evil one. Oh, they're both evil. Oh, I don't have any choices. A victim doesn't have any choices. Very sad, insane world that you live in. That they try to tell you something else. No, victims don't have a chance. It's sad. It's real sad. It shouldn't be that way at all. There should be somebody who has consideration and be like, oh my God, you suffered for this long. You know what? You can just sleep on my couch, and guess what? I don't like smoking, and I don't even want you to smoke outside my house. You gotta quit. I'd quit right away. Fine. Oh my God. Really? That never happened. Except with Susan Chappelle. And guess what? I wouldn't have been able to live with her if I didn't have a check. And she was getting a little money from me. But she was the best, pay representative I ever had. And I needed it. I'm not allowed in the property where the father of my 2 children are. That's insane. If I wouldn't have had her, I probably would have killed myself. It's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I never had it good. I had a tiny, tiny bit of time with her. That's the first time I ever saw Lancaster. It's the first time I ever went into the Liz Hess art gallery. It's pretty sad. That is. 2010. First time I ever went into those art galleries. It's really, really sad. I'm going out with my abusive ex-boyfriend, Glenn William Grevin. He's an artist. Do we ever go into art galleries? No. Did my stupid husband ever go into art galleries? No. They're just abusers, all out for themselves. They don't care. They don't care of anything that's around them, or it's all about them. You have to please them. You have to do something for them. You have to do their laundry. You have to make sure they're fed. I have to be a mother to every single guy that I was with. It's disgusting. There's a guy that liked me yesterday. Ew, gross. What, you want me to take? Ew. Get away from me. Yeah, I'm a good person. It doesn't mean I want to go out with another okay person. Oh, why? That's like the least from my mind. Why would it be on my mind? If you go out with somebody, it's 1,000% natural, and you don't even have to think about it, and it all depends on, everything depends on the circumstances, but, this is a really, really fucked up world. Sometimes, to just meet somebody for a brief second in time is nicer than not being with anybody at all. The world's awful. Absolutely. My world was totally awful because of all my abusers. It's not my fault. It's all their fault. It's 1,000% their fault. And what was my fault? Not killing myself? Oh. Well, I should have, my abuser should have killed me in 2006, where my kids lived. Why not? Then I wouldn't have suffered after that. But I'm glad that they didn't. Okay, I'm glad they didn't. But, yeah. She should have just killed me, because then I wouldn't have suffered. That's reality. What's reality? I shouldn't be suffering. I suffered a hell of a lot, and I'm glad I made it. I survived. But that's it. That's it. That's pretty sad. Ever since 2006, that's all I have. I'm around pieces of shit. I meet one nice lady that stopped me from killing myself, Susan Chappelle. I'm with 2 dumb shits, Dumb and Dumber. And the father of my 2 children is living where my kids are. And I'm not allowed on the property. That wouldn't make a daughter kill themselves? Really? Yeah? That's where my kids are at. That's where my heart's at. That's what the late Arthur Hesnut III said. His kids is where his heart's at. But he was a really lousy dad, but, that's good intentions. I guess he was a little there, but not much, I mean, just because he was abused, that didn't mean he had to abuse his wife. He shouldn't have. But sometimes he was good to me. So that meant everything. When I'm abused to death, I never had any money. He gave me $100 for my birthday one time. Did I even get $1 for my birthday? For when my kids were born? No. I never got anything. I had a lousy, horrifying life with no money. Because that's what abusers want. And pretend a lot narcissists made sure I never had any money. My late husband made sure I never had any money. Now Arthur, on the other hand, he abused other people. So he was okay that, every once in a while he treated me. No one else did. No one in my family did. I never ever got anything. And that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But thank God for late Arthur Hesnut III. A few times, he treated me. I mean, I was going to kill myself. When I was beaten up to death the whole year of 2006, he took me out. He was like, this is Tara's day. And he took me out to the best restaurants that he could and bars. And like in the taxi, because he had a little bit of money. And I was really gonna kill myself, and I never got that from any family member ever. Not even close. Nothing. Never got anything. Oh yeah, Arthur Hesnut III was a bad guy. No, he wasn't to me. No, he kept me alive that one day in 2006 when I was gonna kill myself. And there was no reason for me to live either. Oh my God.